everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hi, Jen. Hi, Delilah. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome in, Sammy. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Do we have it set up to where it's not showing the filtered comments anymore? Because I really want to see the filtered comments. Hi, Sassy. Welcome in, everybody. Yeah, I don't know. It said some some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community, and I didn't know if somebody messed with the settings on the filters, because I would rather the filtered comments just be off. So I'm gonna see if this will take care of it. Mimi, can you comment real quick so I can update your privilege here? So going forward, everybody, if I do host lives, Mimi is going to take them and pull them and upload them onto her YouTube. So if anybody does miss anything, they are able to rewatch the lives going forward. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we went a little later this time to work around some people's schedules and stuff. So normally we would do earlier, but we wanted to do it a little bit later to accommodate. The YouTube is pinned right there real quick before people join boxes. That is the YouTube that you can go to watch the live playback in case anybody misses it or anybody has any questions or anything like that. Please just go to Your Best Friend 126 and they will upload them. I'm not sure time frame wise, but they will get to it at some point. I will start bringing people from the community that work with me into the boxes. I'm not going to open boxes tonight just because I want to get through everything that we're trying to get through. And I really want to go over it, and I don't want it to go too long and stuff like that. So I want to cover everything as much as possible. Good evening. Hello, Melody. I created myself a little cool background. So yeah, if we do end up wanting to do... I don't know what I just did, but my comments are huge. Hold on. Okay, I figured it. Thank you, Tammy.
Hello.
Okay, so tonight we're going to try and do... to where I have Tammy is going to help me with showing the stuff we're going to talk about, just to make it easier so we don't have to skip through and pause to go through green screen and stuff like that. Just everybody tap the screen, share the live, get the word out there. By the way, Kim is not blocked. I never blocked her. She's full of baloney. Kim is welcome to this live. And if she would like to speak, she is welcome to this live. I've never blocked her, and I don't have intentions of blocking her. I do know she obviously caught the last live, so she is very aware that we spoke on her. So...
Hey, Troller, real quick, not trying to cut you off, but when Tammy's showing stuff, if stuff gets in the way, I'm going to turn the comments off.
Okay, sounds good.
Are you good with that? Okay, I just wanted to verify with you real quick. That way people aren't like, I can't see. Okay, I just wanted to verify that.
Just
Absolutely.
A reminder, the boxes will be closed to the general public right now. We are doing the awareness people. I saw about 8 requests in there. So
yes, please don't take offense to it. It is not anybody. It's just we want to obviously do our part and get this out. And I will do another live, a different night if you guys want to do questions or even just come up and chat. We will definitely do that. So welcome in everybody. Again, this live is discussing Kimberly Peters. If you do get blocked, and it could be on accident, please reach out to anybody in these boxes if that does happen. We are on, obviously, Hiles No. We will take care of it. I promise.
Thank you.
We do get accidents. So watching the door, yes, thank you everybody for saying that they will watch the door. I appreciate that. I really appreciate everybody being able to help with this live. Thank you as well for the moderators in the last live.
Did you make Brittany a mod?
I just
gonna
did.
watch the door?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I just did.
Okay.
So if everybody can just tap, the first thing we're going to start with, Tammy's going to pull it up on the screen. And it is going to be the lease termination notice from 12/10/2024.
All right.
Thank you, everybody, seriously, for all their hard work and helping me. I can't thank you enough. Thank you for everybody who sits with me and gets flustered by all my messages of all the research I do and all the research that everybody does. I really appreciate it.
Sorry, I'm trying to find where Birdie put it. There it is. Never mind. I got it.
Okay, you got it? Got it?
Yep. Sure do. Okay.
If it's lagging, guys, I really do apologize. Please tap the screen. That's all I'm asking. If you're tapping, it's going to help. If you're commenting positively, it's going to help. Please just tap. That's all I ask. Okay. So I just wanted to note here. This is Exhibit C from the paperwork from the Macro website for Minnesota. And you can see it says notice of lease termination, and you can see the date as 12/10/2024. And I know a lot of people have speculated that it was fake. It wasn't real. Kim was claiming it as a eviction notice. A lease termination is completely different than a eviction, because a lease termination is giving you this paperwork saying you have 10 days to rectify this situation. If you do, we'll move on. If you don't, we can proceed with further. So as you can see, her total amount due was $801. This is 100% legit. I want to just express to you guys right now, they are horrible at bookkeeping. Their lease termination notice is a mess. It is not very well punctuated, anything like that. But if you look at, when we go through the ledger, you will kind of understand what I mean when I say they're very disorganized, very disorganized. So I wanted to start with this because Kimberly's last rent payment to her apartment complex was on 11/18/2024. So I just want you to know that on 11/18, she made an $829 rent payment, which put her into the negative of $11. At that point, payments stopped. They stopped. She stopped making payments. It's in black and white. I know that Kim had went live yesterday, I guess before her doctor's appointment, and she said that I was showing false documents. None of these are false. Everybody has access to them. Also, she said that I blocked her. That is a lie too. I've never blocked her, and anybody knows I have always given Kim an opportunity to speak with me. So I just wanted to clarify that. All right, we can turn the comments back on for a couple minutes now that that part's over. At least we discussed the lease termination part. I just kind of wanted to clarify the lease termination part. That yes, the lease termination she showed was legit. She wasn't, it wasn't falsified. She didn't type it up at the library. It definitely was legit. But again, lease termination and eviction are two separate things. Hope, it was 12/10/2024 is when she got the lease termination. We just talked about it, and I already forgot because I'm blonde. I'm naturally blonde. I'm not naturally a dark-haired girl.
We were going to go through a couple of key points
Of her lease, that's right. So,
Correct.
I did go through the court documents, and I did read through her lease, and there were a couple things that I wanted to point his attention to understand once we get to the ledger. All right, I hear it's lagging. If everybody can tap, I don't know why it's lagging. No, I know there's been a lot of issues. Let me know if everybody can hear.
You're good on my end.
Yeah, I know that like we sound good, but it's people, I guess, that can't, and that sucks.
Yeah.
All right, so I would say
Thank you.
the first thing for the lease part, I'm trying to remember how I.
Do you want to start where the rent started?
Yeah, that's fine.
Where her original rent amount was and stuff like that?
Yes.
So her original rent.
We will Summer B. We will get to that part. I will explain that. We're starting from the beginning to explain that part.
So per her lease, and I'm looking directly at it. I printed out the entire thing. Her rent started at $252. That was her portion of the full amount, which was like $1,100 and some odd dollars for the actual rent place. You know, if she wasn't on HUD or Section 8, whichever one. I always interchange the two, so forgive me. I'm just flipping through here. So it started off with $252, and coming from 8/30 of 2023, when she applied, from the time she moved in, she has never been current on her rent.
Are you going to can you show the page we're talking about? Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I forget. Thank God you told me. Okay. So here we go. This is when she started looking at it, 8/30. And then she got a security deposit of $350, which was promptly, I believe, taken off because they don't have to pay that. Am I right on that, or did she have to pay the $305?
No, they do have to pay a certain amount in security deposit. It is part of the agreement. So yes, they do have to, but it stays in it's supposed to stay in a account. So that way, at the end of the lease, if they have to use any of that money, they will use it.
Okay, so she had. I'm trying to hold this paper up so I can see it right. So her rent here was $179, where you can see where the highlighted spot was. That was just the prorated rent for the month of October.
Correct, because she moved in midway.
Yes.
Yes.
And then you can see there was a payment here of $910, which included that security deposit, the $179, the $217, and it says the two security deposits, and I'm not quite sure why, because it says security deposit adjustment. But again, their bookkeeping is absolutely atrocious.
It
so that
is
would
atrocious.
Be two security deposits.
I really honestly think that the 305 was an accident, and it was actually supposed to be 217.
Okay.
Because what they're doing is HUD's paying a part of her security deposit, and she's paying another part of it, in a sense. Okay?
Right.
Okay.
Moving on here. So we got her. Here's her rent for December 1st, 2023, $252. She paid $78, which left a $217 balance. And then rent on January 1st, $252. She got a payment in. It doesn't say the date here. 1/4. So she paid $252, but she still had a balance, so that didn't help her out at all.
Right.
She got some light bulbs, which I think that's. Oh. Took that off there. Thank you. Let's see, the light bulbs, the rent, $252. As you can see in this column, this is her totals always.
in.
Hello. She was never caught up. So this $1,000 here rent adjustment
Was
was
an
also a
error.
mistake. Yes. Also,
Just
this $3,616 was also an error.
I'm gonna say the record keeping gave me a headache because I deep dived this, and you guys know I did because I kept like spewing to you guys in group text. The information. Their record keeping is awful, guys. So bear with us while we go through it because it may be confusing, but I promise you we're going to try and make as much sense of it to you as possible. I also want you guys to note that we have some screenshots and videos that we're going to play to coincide with specific dates. And I will shout out some pages.
Hi, Petty. Hi, Berries.
I will shout out some pages like Waylon Smith Jenners for posting some great videos. We're going to use them tonight. Fern's videos, and there are other pages, but I don't remember them all, so I will credit you once we get to them. But I just kind of wanted to start with the lease termination, just to say that it was true, and it was not a lie, and we all accept that. But we did tell Kim from the beginning that a lease termination is completely different than an eviction notice, which it is.
So getting back to this area here where you see these large amounts of numbers, you're like, holy crap, what are those big numbers for? This is in May when she had her reassessment of her funds. And this amount is the amount that she had to pay in retro pay because her rent was $252 for that whole time, and they found out she was making more money that whole time, so she had to pay retro.
Correct.
So that's where that extra money comes from.
And can you do me a favor before we move on to the next part? Can you show that screenshot from the lease that I took? It's highlighted that says that if she is making more money than she lets us know, that it is she has to repay that back, because I want everybody to understand where that extra 173 came from.
Would this be it here?
Nope. Okay, but this is a good example. This right here says if the household income limit exceeds an addition more than $200 a month, that she needs to notify the complex. So there's another one there should be, Tammy, that Birdie sent that should have, it might be that one. Yep. I think that's it. Can you read that? Because I can't. So can you read it?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's hard on phone to phone. If the tenant submits false information on any application, certification, or request for interim adjustment, or does not report interim changes in family income or other factors as required by paragraph 16 of this agreement, and as a result is charged a rent less than the amount required by HUD's rent formulas, the tenant agrees to reimburse the landlord for the difference between the rent he/she should have paid and the rent he/she was charged. The tenant is not required to reimburse the landlord for undercharges.
Now, mind you, she was reevaluated, and per the lease, I don't know if I sent she was reevaluated, and per the lease, I don't know if I sent a screenshot of that or not. I'm not sure, but June 1st is when they do the reevaluation. And on June 1st, they were prepping for this reevaluation. They ended up pulling her income from her PayPal, her Cash App, everything, which then coincided with the fact that she was not telling them what she made, so she had to pay back because HUD was overpaying her rent for months. So that I just want to clarify.
All right, so that left us here of the additional monies owed, and There she was at 697. Okay. Here was some more terrible bookkeeping on their part. A check, Progressive Gen reverses receipt. So everything was a mess here. So now they're saying she owes 697. And then there was another check, the exact same number on them.